everybody, welcome back. We are down here in the cave breaking down semifinal. Man, can't believe semis are here, but here we go. Class 7A semifinals. Again, two tremendous ball games on Saturday, both Saturday afternoon, of course. The first game in the upper part of the bracket, Cary-Grove taking on Libertyville in Libertyville. That's a 3 o'clock kickoff on Saturday. Again, I've been on the Cary-Grove bandwagon really since the preseason, to be honest. I'm really not surprised that the Trojans have kind of just rolled along, merrily along here in the playoffs. I like this team a lot. That mixed in with the fact that I like the path as well. I'm not really surprised that Cary-Grove is in the semis. Now, taking on a program in Libertyville that has just had a tremendous run, a great postseason run. And again, the Naughty Kitties up in Libertyville has played just really, really well in the playoffs. Riley Lee's a quarterback, is having an all-state caliber kind of year. Also like the defense for Libertyville, and they kind of been a little bit undersold, a little bit underrated this year. A couple of big, tall, lanky defensive ends that really have caused a lot of trouble. So if you're Libertyville, I think you know exactly what you have to do in this game. You've got to be able to ball control, keep that Cary-Grove offense off the field. It's really two very similar styles, different looking, different kind of functional styles. But again, the philosophy is still the same. Both want to run the ball, convert on drives, limited, keep the turnovers to a minimum. I mean, Cary-Grove wants to just pound you into submission. Libertyville just basically wants to run the ball, mix things up a little bit, maybe a little bit more than Cary-Grove would with Riley Lee's. But when it's all said and done, they also want to run the ball and be able to finish those with drives. Cary-Grove, I think you have to key on Riley Lee's. You have to take him out of the equation. Let hopefully someone else on Libertyville try to beat you. That's got to be priority number one for the Trojans. For Libertyville, got to be able to go toe-to-toe with that Cary-Grove option. And it's easier said than done, and the scary part about the Cary-Grove offense this year is if they need a play-action pass, they're more than capable. So, again, it brings a different dimension. When it's all said and done, I like the Trojans to get to the state final game. Now, another huge one down in the southern part of 7A, rematch, two Catholic Blue teams. Again, not a huge surprise here. Believe it or not, Mount Carmel, a 14 seed. Just had a feeling this team would put it together. I think a lot of other people felt that way as well. The Caravan, I thought, played very, very well, beating Lincoln Way East last week 20-7 at Gately. And again, the formula for success in the postseason isn't any different than what it's been for Mount Carmel under Frank Lenti all these years. The difference now compared to the regular season that the Caravan are executing. They are not turning the ball over. They are finishing. They are limited mistakes and really just executing very well. That's the difference. Providence, just been as good as anyone all season long. A little interesting, though, Miles Boykin, obviously his status is up in the air. If I knew what it was right now, I would tell you, but make sure to listen to Pigskin Preview. There's a plug. Thursday night, we will have Mark Coglianese on, and we'll get an answer from him on the status of Miles. That's a big factor because that's a weapon taken away potentially from the Providence passing game. Now, another thing to take into consideration in this ball game, weather conditions. Are we going to get wind on Saturday? It's supposed to warm up. Thank you. Supposed to warm up. I'm also hearing a chance of rain. So if we get rain, if we get wind, not good for a passing game. We know Providence can run it, but they would prefer to throw it as well. If that's the case, I think advantage Caravan. When it's all said and done, I got to go with Mount Carmel. This is a team that knows how to win. They are on a roll. But again, wouldn't be shocked either way. Two tremendous programs here. Could go one way or the other. Today I'm picking Mount Carmel. Tomorrow I might flip and go with Providence. So check later in the week. I'll have my pick for you. But again, key for Mount Carmel, you've got to be able to defend those Providence weapons and be able to run your offense. Run the ball, hold on to the ball, finish those drives. If you're Providence, keep things rolling. Got to find a way to slow up the veer, which Providence defensively has been able to do over the years. Again, I see a very tight one-score kind of difference ball game here. I'm gonna pick Mount Carmel at Gately. There you go. My 7-8 take.